are my best 10 forwards for the last decade. In the AFL from 2013 to 2023, who have been the best 10 forwards? Starting off in 10th place, I've got the small forward from Hawthorn, Luke Bruce. 3 flags, consistent player, it has to be him. At 9, I've got recent flag winner Jeremy Cameron, still in his prime, brilliant player. Coleman's in his prime, he's unstoppable, he suits 9th place. In 8th place, I've gone with recently retired, absolute star from Port Adelaide, Robbie Gray. The small forward had to be in my top 10, but for me, there are some better forwards. Before we go into the rest, you could have seen this on my YouTube channel, FTFooty. I've been giving you the best 10 forwards for the last decade, midfielders, rucks, coaches, defenders, so check that out on my YouTube channel. At 7, now he didn't play all that much, he retired I believe in 2017, but we have the great Cyril Rioli. Body of work is not there for Cyril Rioli, but purely based on his prime, he's the best forward I've ever seen play the game. And he's obviously won those 3 flags, plus the Norm fucking Smith. At 6 for me is Jared Rufford. That was very easy. He's won the flags for Hawthorn. Yes, his body of work isn't as big as some others, but in his prime, he was brilliant. At 5 is Josh Kennedy. Body of work, 10 years of consistent footy. Coleman's brilliant for West Coast. Big game player as well. That's a lot of things that these players have in common. They're big game players. And he's got that flag in 2018. At number 4, I've got Tom Hawkins. He's finally won this flag this decade for the Cats. Goal assist machine, score assist machine. He's unselfish, but also kicks loads of goals. He's got that Coleman to his name. And for me, for the last 10 years, he's been the 4th best forward. Now, before I go into my top 3, I'm going to list some honourable mentions. Taylor Walker, very unfortunate to miss out. Jack Gunston, very unfortunate. Nick Revolt, unfortunate, but look, this decade he hasn't been as good as others. Toby Green, maybe just a little bit young there. Ben Brown only did it for a couple years. And Charlie Cameron, look, he's young, he's building, but he's not there. Now, my top 3. At number 3, I've got Eddie Betts. Amazing goals, amazing marks, consistently there, big game player, does some of the most extraordinary things you can ever see on a football field. As a small forward, kicking goals, pressure forward, he is the best and has been the best for the last 10 years. At number 2, last year, recently retired, Jack Riewoldt for the Richmond Football Club. Yes, he's won the 3 Commons, but only 1 Common for the last 10 years. But 3 flags, leadership, big marks, crazy goals. He's a leader for that Richmond Football Club. He's been carrying Richmond on his back when Tom Lynch has been out. And for me, for the last 10 years, body of work, the amount of goals kicked, he has been clearly the 2nd best forward in the league for the last 10 years. But the best forward, and I guess everyone's wondering who it is, pretty fucking obvious, it's Buddy Franklin. He has been the best forward for the last 10 years. At number 1, yes, it's Lance. 1,000 goals finally. Unfortunately, only won the 1 flag for the last 10 years, but multiple grand finals, big game player. What more do you have to say about Buddy Franklin? I don't need to tell you why. He is definitely the best forward in the last decade. But let me know in the comments who are the best 10 forwards, the best 10 attackers for the last 10 years from 2013 to 2023. Let me know.